Hi guys, guess what? Yes, I have another video. Video. Okay, enough playing around. Being silly, that's me. So, about a week ago, I had a dream. MLK? No, just, it was a dream given to me. And, you know those kind of dreams. Super hyper vivid colors, smells, tastes, all that other stuff. Daughter had a interesting dream as well. I'll throw that at the end. My dream was at my parents' old home, and it was in the bedroom I was in college. And to give you a little backstory, I grew up in a little smaller bedroom, and my sister got the bigger bedroom. So when she moved out, it was like, hey, graduation time, woo, and I moved into the bigger room, and one of those stages. So this dream was in that room, and that room had a door to the outside and went up the steps up to the street. So you didn't have to go through the front door, you can come through the back door. And it was a bigger room and had a double sliding, accordion. Yeah, that's it. Window with wood shades. So you had to pull the wood shades back and they would swing open from the inside like an accordion, and then the outer doors would swing out. And those were on those little turn handles, the old school kind of crank them out and the windows would go out, So what happened in this dream? I wanted to give you the story of the windows because it seems to be so important. Not so much the door, but the windows. I was there with like one of my oldest longtime best friends and his older brother, and we were playing a card game, and we were betting on it. But this wasn't poker or anything else. It was just some other random card game. Didn't make much sense. And then when it came time to cash out, basically, okay, who's got winnings, and let's divvy up the pot and the money and everything else. Because I guess we were playing with chips, or no, we were playing with Monopoly money. But there was like $100 bill, and it was one of the and nobody could break the $100 bill. It was too much money. Nobody had change for it. How it got into the pot and everything else, I don't remember. And his mom came in with an apron that had pockets, the old school aprons that had pockets in the front so you could put stuff. And she's like, oh, here, I'll just take that. And she put it in the apron. The money got put in the apron. Then she came out with like lotto tickets. I'm like, what? Right? And she's handing out lotto tickets going, here you go, you can use these instead of using the money, right? A substitution. And I said, well, no, I really need the money in order to pay rent. She goes, well, you could scratch these off and make more money. And I noticed they were partially scratched, but not the bottom where the barcode was on. So I'm like, no, these don't mean anything to me, She goes, yeah, well, it's all digital, You get the barcode, you scan it, you get, And I was like, no, need tangible something in order to pay for stuff. And I know that this is referring to, a change from that, which what I'm waving around is a fake representation of a piece of paper that has value, right? Or at least what people believe to have value. It's piece of paper. It's actually not paper, it's cloth with woven fabrics in it and stuff, and the barcodes and, you know, holograms in it, everything else, but whatever. And it's reserved as a debt note, you know, public and private, legal tender by some FED thing, right? And so I noticed in the dream the money was being exchanged for something else that had no value at all. So I'm like, this, you know, and I got upset a little bit, you know, because I'm like, I need something to pay my rent with, you know. So then I walk over to the windows, and these are old school wood ones, right? Wood slats, hardwood, pine, oak, mahogany, something, but they were stained and they were dark, right? And like I said, they're accordion, so you gotta flap them open, and there's hinges in the middle, and they flap around. And then I cranked open the windows, and I looked outside, and where my parents' house was in a canyon, and they were up on the hill, not the top, but midway, right? And you could see down in the canyon, you could see across the canyon, you could see all the rest of the hill all the way over there, right? And in the bottom of the canyon, there's a gully, but there's a road that goes up, and it's in front of a pretty famous dam. I don't need to name the name. But here's the thing. I'm seeing a crash of an exchange of something. I look, you know, financial thing, and I move to the window. It's summertime. And I look at the trees, and I see a small white glow. And around the white glow is a perimeter of violet, purple, blue, right? A kind of a mixture. And it was, you know, moving around. It was plasma. If you've ever seen plasma, it's that color. Bright white in the middle, and the violet, blue, and purple around the outside. And it was in two spots on the tree. And I went, okay. And it's just kind of pulsating like that. And then another little spot starts pulsating. And then I hear this, bam! And I'm like, what was that? I look over to my right. It's a transformer on a pole. And it blew up. But it also had that white, blue, violet, purple around it. Just this glow. And then sparking. And then the flame. And the flame was yellow. Yellow, but the tips were orange and red. But the inside of the flame was yellow. And this was around the plasma color. So it almost like ripples of energy blasting out from the plasma. And I went, whoa. And then everything went dark. This was during the daytime, but it went dark. And I went, oh, this is really weird, right? So I turn back and I look down the valley, down the canyon. Everything's on fire. Everything is glowing with this plasma, yellow, around the plasma, on fire. Houses, trees, just shrubs, everything, right? For some reason, my father's house was fine, okay? I don't remember if there was light or not. I don't remember the dark room going dark. But I do remember seeing all the fire, the flames, the plasma, and it was just everywhere. Covering the mountains, covering the canyon, covering the gully, right? And everything was on fire, burning. The weird part about the fire was like, normally you see something burn and it goes, flares up, and then it comes and starts to die, and then you get embers and ashes and all that stuff. This stuff was just going, right? it wasn't stopping. It wasn't burning out. This energy just kept pulsating around the canyon in the fire, the flame, and the plasma. And I just went, oh man. So, and I thought in my mind and my heart, I'm like, so many people are going to suffer from this, you know, and I could feel the sadness, the overwhelming sadness of it's too late. There's nothing I can do. I mean, it's everywhere, you know. And then I woke up. My daughter had a very vivid dream about being in prison, being taken, being thrown in prison, you know. And I had one of the first dreams I ever posted was about being on a train in handcuffs, and then transferred to another train, and then all of a sudden I saw plasma, the white, the blue plasma, and I was in this train. And I'll see if I can put the link in the description. Otherwise, you can search through my videos. It's like the first one I ever made. And there's 3 guys in the train. The guy farthest from me, white plasma, the blue around it, and he shot up through the ceiling. And then the guy in the middle of the train, same thing. He started to glow white with blue plasma all around him, and then poof, and he went up. Okay? And then I was like, okay, so my turn? And then I woke up from that dream. But what my daughter had was being in a prison. She was able to escape, got me out of there. And she said, you know, silly me. I went back and said I didn't feel right about it, you know, and I had to go back. I'm thinking, well, if I can witness and share the good news, the gospel that, you know, salvation comes from Yeshua. And if you look at his name, Yahweh, Yeshua, Yahushua, you know, and do the translation from the Hebrew to the English, you'll see that it says God saves. God is salvation. If I'm getting this wrong, I'm doing it from memory, you know. And so I think what she wanted is, let's get out of here. It's getting bad, you know. She had to break me out a second time and said, now don't go back in there again and don't do that again because I don't want to go back in and save you again. Like, okay, you know. So I kind of got the impression, you know, there's more souls to be saved until the number of the Gentile and grace is over. So if anybody has any similar dreams of plasma or turning white with blue around the edge and then being raptured out of here or taken, snatched, harpazoed, you know, strong 726, please leave it in the comments. You know, I've also been seeing 126 and a bunch of other numbers. But anyways, I'll keep this one short. Love you guys. See you in the next video.